You're listening to Tacoma.fm, and it's time for another Mixed Review. I'm Everett Erickson, and this is the movie review segment where we take a look at a movie currently in theaters from both perspectives, positive and negative. Today's movie for review is The Shape of Water, directed by Guillermo del Toro. A strange amphibian creature is captured by the United States government and is sent to a lab for testing and inspection. When a mute custodial worker discovers the monster, they form a tight friendship that eventually leads to romance and an escape attempt. Starring Sally Hawkins, Michael Shannon, and Doug Jones, with Octavia Spencer, Richard Jenkins, and Michael Stuhlbarg.
The natives in the Amazon worshipped it like a god.
Get him out. What are you talking about? No.
We need to take it apart, learn how it works.
I don't want an intricate, beautiful thing destroyed.
We can do nothing. I'm sorry.
Don't do this, Eliza.
What is she saying?
Don't do this.
Oh, God, it's not even human.
Now it's time for the good review. Immediately, beginning with the first shot of Shape of Water, Del Toro crafts a tapestry of a film using lighting and framing, camera movement, and editing techniques. Every shot in the movie is beautifully crafted with a watchful and detailed eye, and with the use of music, set design, costumes, color as symbolism, and allusions to other stories, the film excels at maintaining audience investment in both the story as a whole and each singular moment. The performance of Sally Hawkins is outstanding, especially for a character with virtually no speaking lines. Hawkins clearly understands the importance of facial expressions, and with her eyes and body language we can clearly comprehend her character's motivations, thoughts, fears, and desires. To match a strong protagonist, Michael Shannon delivers a truly iconic performance as the film's villain, giving multiple levels to the character. Throughout the film, one feels disgust, terror, and empathy towards Shannon's antagonist, depth that isn't easily crafted by an actor. The film itself takes the idea of a monster movie and turns it on its head, adding conventions of sentimental movies and fairy tale stories to create an entirely new genre of romance horror, and I for one hope to see many movies following in the footsteps of this groundbreaking story. I give The Shape of Water 5 out of 5 stars. And now, the bad review. I don't know what it is, but all of the creatures in movies by Guillermo del Toro look less creepy than they do silly. The creature in this movie is no exception, and Doug Jones' performance is about as inspired as that of his rendition of the Bye-Bye Man. There was a scene where the monster growls at a cat, and it flared its gills out in a way that made me chuckle, not recoil. But the monster isn't the only thing that's dopey about this movie, the dialogue is too. Octavia Spencer's character is just a complete caricature, and Richard Jenkins is only there to serve as an exposition machine. They even had him do narration. The music in the film, besides the Benny Goodman songs and the other soundtrack pieces, is all boring and bland and adds little to the story as a whole. Even the musical number is goofy, and yes, there is a musical number. The movie is too gory in random places, and it feels like scenes where someone gets shot were just added in for shock and not substance. What could possibly be gained story-wise by having a cat be decapitated? By having a scientist be shot through the face? The film has so many tiny little continuity errors that constantly take you out of the story, and there were entire scenes where I was just so distracted, wondering why that towel in the corner kept disappearing and reappearing from take to take. The story itself even is weird. Not to say that the subject matter is strange, although it is. What I mean to say is that the telling of the story is strange, and at the end, so many plot points are still left unresolved, making the movie feel just unpolished. I give The Shape of Water 0 stars. And there you have it. You just heard a review from both sides, positive and negative, of the film The Shape of Water. Now, if you want to see it or not, that's up to you. Want something more conventional? See The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Too spooky? See Beauty and the Beast. But whatever you do, make sure you tune in next week for another mixed review.